My name's Kelly. This is my wife, Christy. We've been married going on 4 years, members at Bay Life for nearly 5 years. We got married and Christy has 2 children. I have 4 from our first marriages. We've now got a blended family that includes 6 kids. It's joyous, challenging, and there's been, ups and downs. We struggled at the beginning. The newlywed part wore off, and the honeymoon was sort of over when you start going to soccer and basketball and football and homework and 6 backpacks to go through. We went to church every Sunday and listened to Mark, but it wasn't necessarily enough. Not because God wasn't there, but because myself and maybe sometimes Christy or outside influences caused us to get off track, caused us to get off God's way of doing things. So, somewhere around August of last year, things were so tough that Christy and I decided that we needed some space. Not a little space like 2 different rooms, but bigger space in terms of 2 separate places to live. So we rented a condo so we'd be close enough to be with each other and work through our issues, but not so close that we disagreed on a regular basis and had conflict. So as we began to pray through that, things did happen in a timely fashion. We were able to find a condo that fit our needs. Christy seemed happy, I seemed happy at the time, it seemed like it was working. Things are not always as they seem, and so we move forward from there.
Once moving into the condo, it faced a couple of other struggles. We had made some decisions on how we were going to handle working out the problems that we had. One of those was having God first, and then treating our spouses second, and then everything else comes after that. One of the biggest things that we learned in counseling was to be a team and to be on the same team in front of everybody. Once that happened, there was no conflict. The conflict kind of just fell to the side. So we spent a lot of time talking and coaching our kids, and so in December we had decided that it was time to move back in together and blend our families back. Back in December we moved back in together, and we had the rent on the condo and then our mortgage, and we were stressing about the money, the finances, but somehow we had our faith that was going to guide us through this and how we were going to get through it. So come December and then January, and I'm starting to get a little stressed out, and we hadn't advertised the condo. We couldn't figure out what we were going to do with it. And so we prayed a lot about what we were going to do with that, and the phone rings, and Becky is on the phone, and she had stated that she had a friend that was relocating with his family and needed a place till August. And I thought, Becky, that's great because I have a condo for rent till August. And so we met, and everything was a perfect match, and so he went ahead and rented it, and that was a big stress reliever, and it opened our eyes to our faith, and that God was taking care of us and helped out another family in the same need. So that is something that we've learned a lot, that we are just going to pray, and He'll answer our prayers, and everything's been wonderful since we've brought that faith forward. Our life group here at the church is wonderful. They help us through a lot of things. And just the church itself, it's what we call family, and they've really helped us with our marriage.
God works wonderfully when you allow Him to work through you. It's not just about saying, come on, let's go, let's do this. It's about saying, Lord, I trust that you will do this. And He did do it for us. And I hope that everybody here can have Him do that for them. You just have to trust, believe, and have hope and faith.